Well, good evening, race fans of the internet. Welcome back to another feature presentation of the Southern Outlaw Auto Racing Series right here on TDTV. Tonight we join you live from the beautiful Eldora Speedway as we get set for round number 3 of this 4th season for the Southern Outlaw Auto Racing Street Stocks. And here we go. Qualifying underway already. Colton Martin, the fastest car out there. He's looking good so far. 19.81 seconds for Colton Martin here in qualifying. Of course, my name is Ryan Williams, joining you once again this evening. Tonight, rejoined finally by the Pridge himself, Mr. Matt Pridge. And welcome back to TDTV. Welcome back to the booth with the Southern Outlaw Street Stock Series.
Quick time here with a 19.479 seconds. So far as you're going to be the 35 of Andrew Rutherford with a 19.550. Not sure if there's anybody else on the track yet or not. I don't see anybody else that doesn't have a time yet. You're back at this Eldora Speedway, man. I'm not too sure. Do they run? If you're here, I don't know.
I'm here.
Do you know if they run street stocks here? Have they done that before in real life?
They have. Real life, not so sure. I know they've run them there in real life before. They do it as one of their support divisions, or did in the past. But as far as these guys are concerned, this is their second time here at Eldora. As I just got to fix one quick thing here. That is not what I was looking for at all.
We have right over just over a minute left to go in this qualifying session. Looks like there's 3 guys either not gonna take a time or tap. 50 seconds left in this qualifying session.
What in the world?
In today's race, it looks like we are going to have 60 lap feature. Your lineup's going to be rolling off in first place is going to be the 65 of James Murphy. Second place is 35 of Andrew Rutherford. Now, I don't know if they're doing a front row challenge or not, so they may go to the back. They may not. I'm not sure. But then third, you got the 4 of Cole Martin. Fourth is going to be the 30 of Reed Christensen. Starting inside row 3 is going to be the 49 of Elliott Vining. Outside row 3 is going to be the 7 of Pete Dillon. Starting 7th is going to be the 1 car of Jeffrey Clifton. 8th is going to be the 21 of Tyler McWhirter. 9th is going to be Aaron Thompson. Aaron Thompson piloting the 19 car. David Gross in the 78 is going to start 10th. Dylan Sell in the 12 car going to be 11th. Alan Carter going to be 12th. Dylan Brown starting in the 13th position. 14th going to be Nathan Wenzel. 15th, Michael Hall. 16th, Isaac Castillo. 17th is going to be Nicholas Priest. And 18th is going to be the 9 of Brian Toller.
Well, thank you very much, Matt. Had some major technical difficulties to take care of there for just a second, but we are set for a 60-lap feature here now that I've gotten the formatting back correct. I'm not sure what the issue was, but I reset everything, and that fixed it, so we are ready to rumble here tonight at the Big E Eldora Speedway. Matt, since you've been with us here, had a couple of really, really good races. Of course, we started the season at the big old Charlotte Motor Speedway. Sean Hayes, a first-time winner in that one. I do not believe Sean is in attendance here tonight, so he will presumably give up the points lead out of this race. Andrew Rutherford won round number 2 at the Thompson International Speedway. His first career win with the Southern Outlaw Street Stocks. And Aaron is back with us here starting inside the top 10, a driver who was a little bit nervous about coming to the dirt track here tonight, but so far so good. If he can hold that top 10, he will be in for a good night. As we say that, he's going to have to drop to the rear, I do believe, as he will take that winner's EOL from last week. Matt, I really, really missed you here, and since you haven't been with us, go ahead, lead us to green as James tightens the field up.
Yeah, like I was saying earlier, man, super excited to be back. Glad to see Reed Christensen starting on the front row here, as I think the outside pole sitter, Andrew Rutherford, had to go back to the back. Like you said, he won last week. So nice to see these two on the front row. Hopefully they can keep it there, but, you know, hopefully we can see a new winner tonight.
So, yeah, that would be fantastic. Remember, James has run all of our dirt races, doesn't have a win yet. Matt, we're about to go green off turn number 4. Take us to it.
All right, now the pace car is going to dip off. James is waiting. And now they're going to take the green flag, and we are off for the 60-lap feature.
He pulls the trigger. Down into turns 1 and 2 they go. Murphy leads us low. Christensen up top here. Right behind them will be the 4 machine of Colt Martin. Martin going to try and get to the inside of Christensen's number 30. Already a yellow Alan Carter around in the 38 machine here to bring out yellow on just lap number 1 as we headed down the backstretch for the very first time. We'll take a look at the replay, see what happens to the number 38. Looks like he pushes into the wall out of 2, and around goes Alan Carter. Ooh, hard shot to the inside tires there, but he will be A-OK to continue, I do believe. And that puts us on the binders here for the first time. Just 1 lap into this one of scheduled 60 here tonight at Eldora. And so far, so good for James here, Matt. If it would just go like this the rest of the way, I think that he would be one happy customer.
Yeah, but I know James, and I know he doesn't want to win those kind of races. He wants to, earn his wins. So.
Oh, absolutely.
I'd rather see it go green the rest of the way.
Absolutely.
I think he would rather go green the rest of the way too.
Exactly what I was about to say. I think we're in for a heck of a showing here tonight. A lot of guys who are still learning on dirt, but a lot of guys that have experience out there as well, especially Murphy, Christensen. Colt Martin comes from a dirt background. Pete Dillon was good last season on dirt. Elliott Vining, of course, races dirt in real life. Jeffrey Clifton, he was quick last year on dirt as well. A lot of guys that have shown flashes of speed on dirt. You look back at Brian Toller, Andrew Rutherford, he's making his way through the field already, +3 right now for Rutherford. As I believe we're going to double them up here, Matt, and send them back green flag racing out of turn number 4.
5 laps in once we cross the line here, coming to this green flag. Pretty much in the same order almost, but pace car dips in, James hits the gas pedal, and we are back under the green flag.
Absolutely.
Going to keep it low going into turn 1. Going to kind of swing it outside just a little bit coming off the corner.
Yeah, Murphy looking good through turns 3 and 4 here. Christensen right behind him. Dylan's taking the 3rd spot a little bit further back, side by side. The 1 machine and the 78 battling for position. He gives a shove to Elliott Vining, who rides in 6th. And we complete now lap number 6 with a 3-wide pack. Starting here, I believe that'll be Danny Brown. Rutherford's back there. Castillo is in this mix as well. These guys battling hard. 10th on back right now as Dylan Sale trying to catch up to Aaron Thompson as Vining's hard into the wall down the front straightaway.
Almost 3 wide back here between Aaron Thompson, David Gross, and Dylan Sale there for a little bit. Now, Aaron Thompson will pull out in front a little bit, and David Gross and Dylan Sale is going to be 2 wide.
Yeah, still side by side right down the back straightaway, like you said. 78, that Pennzoil machine on the inside. That's David Gross. The Monster Energy car on the outside. That's the 12 of Dylan Sale, and Danny Brown trying to get into this mix here, battling hard for the 9th, 10th, and 11th spots. With Rutherford pressuring them from behind. Aaron Thompson has escaped these guys. He is going to turn his attention to the 49 of Elliott Vining, who has Jeff Clifton right in front of him. Remember, Clifton was so good last season. So far this year, hasn't caught the luck that he needs. Back up front, Murphy still with about a half a car length advantage over Christensen 10 laps in, Matt.
Yeah, and they're in 4th position riding the full car of Colt Martin. Looked like he wanted to pick his nose a little bit there coming off of turn 2. Now he feels a little bit of pressure going from the 21 behind him. I'm going to try the bottom here a little bit, though. A little bit of a slider there on the exit, but nothing doing. But Tyler McWhirter with a little bit of momentum able to get to his outside there coming off of 2. As we were talking about that, we got a battle for the lead going on. 30 Reed Christensen underneath the 65 of James Murphy trying to take that lead.
Absolutely. Reed with a good looking move down to the bottom. James is going to have the momentum on the top. About a car length between them. Back to Dylan. It's about a half a car length between he and Christensen. Look for guys to start working their way towards the top as everybody here, Matt, seems to be using that middle to low line at Eldora. Not something that we're used to seeing here, especially 13 laps in of a 60-lap feature.
And it looks like James was able to pull off from Christensen there a little bit as 3rd and 4th place is caught up to that 30 machine, and he's getting a little bit of pressure now. Top 5 starting to stack back up a little bit. Like you said, people are going to start searching here soon, try to figure out where that fast line's going to be.
Exactly, and James just a little bit faster than Christensen lap after lap here. 19.7 for James, 19.8 for Reed as Christensen's going to be pressured now by Pete Dillon there. The number 7 machine, been so close, has 1 top 3 to his credit this season so far as he looks to take 2nd away from the series owner, Christensen. Martin in 4th, McWhirter in 5th. Good run for Tyler McWhirter so far. There's now Andrew Rutherford working his way through the field. That 35 on the bottom there. He is trying to make quick work of Aaron Thompson as he goes back down to the inside with the 33 of Brown up top. That battles for 8th, Matt.
And now Andrew Rutherford battling with Daniel Brown for... Oh, now he's going to try to get up into the 8th position there. Now they almost go 3 wide. Thompson with the 8th position. Rutherford in 9th. Daniel Brown trying to take it away. Dylan Sale going to tuck it in right there behind Rutherford up there on the top. Rutherford and Sale up into the wall. Straight there, Daniel Brown still side by side with Dylan Sale.
Yeah, Sale was looking for the 2-for-1 special last time out of turn number 3. Was able to get 1. Still pressuring Andrew Rutherford, that 35 car. Looks like he's about to wash up into the wall once again. Able to pull the nose back down. So he'll stay out of the wall this time. Take the cameras back up front. Murphy with a nice 1-second cushion over this battle for 2nd that keeps on. Burrow and Christensen and Dillon Still locking horns as Reed's going to go to the bottom. Dylan's going to go even lower. But Reed's going to have the advantage here with that 4 of Colton Martin breathing down there next, Matt, as we've got a battle for 5th. McWhorter and Clifton into turns 1 and 2.
We got a battle for 3rd here, kind of as Colt Martin peeks his nose up under the left rear quarter panel of that 7 machine. And he's going to stay down there through 3 and 4. He is just going to barely hang on to that bumper, that 7 car for this lap. Now he's going to try to throw the slide job. Oh, gives him a right rear, and he is into the wall. He is going. The 7 of Pete Dillon falls back 4 wide going into turn 3.
Yeah, exactly. 4 wide there into turn number 3. Looks like the 1 of Jeff Clifton going to be the benefactor of all of that, as he will jump from 6th to 4th in one fell swoop. Dillon back to 5th. He's going to have a run on the 1 machine now. He's going to try to go down low. He's going to collect McWhorter. McWhorter's going to lose a lot of ground here. Falls all the way back to 7th. And we have got a barn burner here at the Big E tonight. Tyler McWhorter able to hold on to it in the Piggly Wiggly number 21 machine, as he will continue to lose spots. Back to 9th now for Tyler McWhorter.
And Andrew Rutherford back up to 7th position here. He's trying to follow Pete Dillon. Pete Dillon knows where the line's at. He gets into Elliott Vining a little bit there coming off of turn 4, but nothing too harsh there, so everybody keeps it straight. And we kind of see him file out. Now Rutherford going to try to make the move on the inside of the 7th of Pete Dillon. Going to slide up and give him a right rear again there. That's the 2nd one he's got in this race.
Absolutely. As we look back at Murphy, up to 1.3 seconds. Christensen, Martin still 2nd and 3rd. Go all the way back to this battle here. 7th, 8th, 9th, and I believe 10th trying to get into this one as Dylan Sale comes on the top. You got the 19 of Thompson there battling with the 7 of Dillon, like Matt just said. Oh, that 19 gets way sideways getting into the turn there. Dillon going to have a run on the bottom. But, man, that top side really coming in here, Matt, as that 19 of Thompson powers his way back by the 7 machine of Pete Dillon.
Yeah, and I think that 35 of Andrew Rutherford took notice, because as soon as you said something, he jumps up to the top. Now Elliott Vining up to the top. And the 1 of Jeffrey Clifton going to kill all the momentum that Vining had off of the corner, but now he's going to go up to the top as well. Not sure that's where you want to be in 3 and 4. I think you still want to be on the bottom of 3 and 4. But I don't know. I'm not out there, so I can't tell you.
Whoa, slide job. Wow.
Big slide job from Rutherford.
Wow. Didn't clear him, didn't matter. Oh, caution, Nicholas Priest here, Matt. Caution on the Speedway for the 10 machine. That's going to slow us down here. We're 29 laps in, 1 shy of halfway. And the 2nd caution flag of the night does wave. This time, Nicholas Priest in the 10 car. As we're going to look at this one via the TDTV replay. This is the 33 of Brown. The 5 machine of, looks like, Michael Hall. And around goes the 10 machine as there's contact between all parties involved. And that'll slow us down here. Just shy of halfway. So far, so good for this man here, Matt. The 65 of James Murphy. Knock on wood, but could be well on his way to finally attaining his first series victory with us here at the Southern Outlaw Auto Racing Association. But he's got the true outlaw right behind him. Mr. Reed Christensen there in the 30 car is absolutely hoping, praying that James makes one fatal mistake so that he is able to take advantage of it. Colton Martin right now rides in 3rd, trying to pressure these top 2 into making said mistake. And now look at this, from the back to the front. This young man was not confident at all coming into tonight. Now Andrew Rutherford finds himself, Matt, in the top 5, searching for a top 3 here. So far, so good for the man that went to the back. And then you've got Clifton and Vining, Thompson, Sale, Gross, McWhorter rounding out the top 10 as we double file it back up, set for another restart out of turn number 4.
Yeah, Rutherford's sitting in a position right now. I think that's the 2nd best position to start on these restarts here right now. So he's sitting in a real good position for this race. Now we are back under green flag here lap number 31.
And what we saw there on that start is how difficult it is to time these guys up on restarts, as Christensen does a little bit of lollygagging down there on the bottom. He's going to lose a lot of ground to Murphy. Rutherford in the wall hard in turn number 3. It's going to lose him some ground. Christensen just about able to clear him. Not quite yet for the number 30 car. As Rutherford going to go back to the outside, this time get a great run and clear Christensen. And Reed is going to go up to the top shelf and follow along with these guys, as Colt Martin's going to pressure him, Vining down to the bottom. The lone guy still trying it besides the 78 of Gross back there in the Pennzoil Special. As Murphy and now Rutherford, both of those guys have escaped the rest of the field here, Matt, with a nice little gaggle of cars, starting with Reed Christensen. Everybody just about on the top shelf, and a lot of guys in the wall there out of turn number 2.
Yeah, Rutherford had a great run coming off of turn 2 last lap on James, and got into the wall, and it killed all the momentum he had and kind of lost a little bit, but he's looking real fast right now. I don't know, James might need to change it up here as he does go up to the top here in turns 3 and 4.
Absolutely. Let's see here. We're still watching this battle that has now kind of subsided. That was between Gross, McWhirter, Thompson, and the bunch. Back up front, Ford Machine Martin goes to the inside, power move. Look at that run that he got on Elliott Vining. Vining going to drift up to the wall here, still holding a top 5 spot. And he is not going to have enough momentum to get by that 4 car at the line. Still give the 4th spot to Colt Martin. Matt, the middle, coming back in possibly. This time, however, Vining does get the run and clear the Ford Machine. I might have spoken a little too soon there, as Elliott Vining going to find himself back in 4th. Now Jeff Clifton going to get by Colt Martin. A lot of guys really flirting with disaster against that outside wall.
Ooh, and
wow.
Colt Martin way sideways there in turns 1 and 2, but he is able to save it, but going to drop back a few spots. We got Jeffrey Clifton trying the bottom here, trying to get around Reed for the 3rd position, but Reed's going to be able to power around him coming off of the corners. Going to stay in the bottom of 1 and 2 as well, and they're going to be side by side with Vining, but Vining into the wall a little bit, so Clifton with the advantage.
Absolutely, yeah. Jeffrey Clifton and Reed Vining battling for position number 4. Clifton on the top, Vining on the bottom. Vining's got to try and slide up in front of him. Will not do it. Going to give that spot right back up. Clifton not quite able to clear him here. Vining's going to have to stay down on the bottom of this guy. Christensen escaping these two. He's in 3rd. Let's go back real quick. Saw some movement back here. The 78, the 4, the 19, the 21. Everybody in a little bit of a pack right now, as they continue to try to work out their griefs with each other. 12 machine of Dylan Sales still leading this group. 78 of Gross pressuring him, and here comes a big slider from Martin. He's got to hold it up, as he was not able to clear the field here. He's going to lose another spot back to 9th for the Ford Machine as we click off 19 laps to go.
Yeah, it seems like the bottom in 1 and 2 at least has completely gone away. But that top up there is a little treacherous, man. It's easy to get caught up in the wall. Once you get caught in that wall, it's hard to get the car off of it. You see some guys now going to the very bottom instead of riding around in the middle. And it might be the better line. I'm not sure, but as you see your leader now, he's up to 2.5 second lead almost.
Absolutely. 2.4 last time by. Danny Brown. Oh, no. Daniel Brown going to bring yellow flag conditions out on the Speedway as we take a look at what happened here. I believe it's a solo car incident, maybe 2 involved. The 9 machine of Toller, the 33 of Brown. Toller gets a run going into turn number 3. No way to hit the binders that quickly as around goes the 33 of Brown. Now let's see here. Does the 7 contact? No. 7 of Dylan going to spin to avoid there. But we will have our 3rd caution of the evening here at the Eldora Speedway. This big half mile here in beautiful Ohio. Absolutely beautiful racetrack, Matt. One of my bucket list tracks. I've visited it one time. Would love to go back when they're actually racing. This one's probably on your bucket list as well.
It is, and I was gonna ask you how it was right after the sprint car race.
Right.
How hard was that track? Was it harder?
Not
than
hard at no. Honestly, not hard at all. Still had a ton of moisture in it. It looked like, well, I mean, it would have needed some prep, but it definitely could have run another night. It was absolutely immaculate when it comes to dirt tracks. It's a completely different kind of dirt than the clay that we're used to down here, of course. Completely different. And the thing is, it sits right on a creek bed. If you look out over turn number 2, it's not going to really show it here on iRacing, but it sits right beside a creek bed. And that creek bed holds so much moisture in the ground that they, hardly ever have a problem with the track being too dry. But, when it's bad, it's bad.
Yeah.
And then right where the cars are now, that's where the Lover's Tunnel is. It's a pretty cool sight to see in real life. Yeah, really, really cool racing facility. Would love to go back there, but tonight we are stuck with the virtual. Eldora, 14 laps to go. Murphy on the loud pedal. Green flag is in the air. He's got a great restart here over Rutherford, who jumps to the top. Very good decision there from Andrew. And he's going to now pressure your race leader, Murphy, before he gets into the wall. He does hard. Now Christensen going to have a lane on the bottom, but nothing doing as we've got another yellow flag here. Caution back out on the speedway this time for Dylan Sale in the 12 car. Let's take a look at it. Off turn number 2, Sale right there in the middle. Ooh, 19 gets way sideways. Contact and a do-si-do for Mr. Dylan Sale. And that triggers our 4th caution of the night here at Eldora. So I guess, Matt, back to our conversation here. This place, unlike any that I've ever seen in real life. Of course, we got some really great tracks in our local area. But, yeah, man, if you can, I would definitely go check out Eldora Speedway at least one time in your life. I know that I'd love to get back there to witness, a dirt lab model dream or something. That's probably my bucket list as far as races to attend.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I'd like to go to I really wanted to go to the Million late model race, but I couldn't last year, and they're not doing it this year. They're doing it for the sprint cars. Yeah. But yeah, man, it's definitely a bucket list track for me. And I was also going to ask you, does the iRacing sim, the developers of this game, did they do this track and this facility justice in your opinion?
Track, yes. Well, obviously I've never run it, and I don't know very many people.
I mean, like, because you've been in the pits and stuff with the VR and all that. You see that as far as how it looks on the game. Is it,
inside the walls they did great. There's a lot of stuff that you can see outside of the walls that you can't see on the sim, but that's neither here nor there when it comes to the sim itself. Is I believe we're gonna go green flag racing once again. There goes that iRacing pace truck. Murphy on the loud pedal. Green flag back in here. 10 laps to go. Rutherford's got to be real careful. He waits until he gets across the start-finish line to make a move. He's going to slide it up the racetrack right in front of 3rd place. The number 1 of Jeff Clifton. Clifton into the wall here. Down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4.
Yeah, good move by Rutherford there to hold on to that 2nd position to a haymaker there going into turn 1. And it didn't go all the way up, but he made it stuck. Is now Reed Christensen is on the inside of that 1. Jeffrey Clifton trying to creep back into the 3rd position.
We got a big pile up in turn number 2. No caution. There's the caution. Tyler McWhirter, Brian Toller, and I believe Pete Dillon all involved here. As we're going to have another caution with 7 laps to go. Let's see here what exactly happened. You race down into turns 1 and 2. Looks like 19 might be involved once again. He sort of is. 9 machine of Toller gets way loosey-goosey getting into turn number 1. He'll collect the 21 and the 7 car for our 5th caution of the night here, Matt.
Again, back to our conversation. So, the reason I had asked is I don't know if you've ever noticed, but if you race on Myrtle Beach Speedway, you're going down, you're coming out of turn 2 and you're going down the back straightaway.
Right.
You can actually see the rooftops of Tanger outlets. So,
right.
that just shows me how much attention to detail there is into this game, and that's pretty impressive. Which is why I was asking it is like even the outside is pretty identical.
Not, I mean, yes, in a way, but not exactly identical. You consider, at the dirt track at Charlotte, they got that 95% correct.
I will say that, yes.
It's pretty daggum good. The rest of the dirt tracks I can't really, comment on because I haven't been to them. But most of your asphalt tracks are 100% correct. So iRacing doing a really good job as far as that is concerned, and they've got some really big updates coming to dirt racing here very soon. New tracks, so a lot of really cool stuff coming from iRacing. Cannot wait for that. But man, I believe we are set for at least one more restart. 5 laps to go. Murphy on the top, going to hit the loud battle green flag in the air. We got one going down to the bottom. I believe that's Priest back there in the 10 car, but we keep our eyes locked on the lead. Murphy and Rutherford as they battle out of turn number 2. Murphy with about a 1 car length advantage as Rutherford's in the wall again. Now the battle for third rages on, looking for second for both of these guys. Clifton and Christensen is now Jeff Clifton going to put his nose right in front of the 35, going to get it back at the line. 3 laps to go, and what was that noise? Oh, we got one around, we got 2 around, we got 3 around. Everybody doing a do-si-do. Here out of turn number 2, caution does not come out. We still got 2 stopped, but we stay green flag racing. It looks like 2 laps to go for Murphy.
Yeah, the top 3 got a little bit of a mix-up there. Now Jeffrey Clifton in the 2nd position, Reed Christensen in the 3rd position, and Andrew Rutherford cruising in the 4th position.
Absolutely. As we come off turn number 4, white flag, 1 lap to go in search of his first career Southern Outlaw Street Stock victory. He's been at it for about a half a season in total. He thought that he was going to come in as the dirt ringer, was shysted last season, but this season on the dirt, he'll be 1 for 1 so far. The Ridgeway Rocket, James Murphy off of 4, crosses the start-finish line as your winner. Battle for second. Who got it? I believe it's close. Christensen by a nose hair. Wow. We're going to have to go back and watch that battle for second here in just a moment. Vining 4th, Rutherford 5th, Martin 6th, Dillon 7th, Gross 8th, Carter 9th, and Hall rounds out the top 10. But real quick, before we get to your top 3, I want to look at that finish for second one last time here, Matt. That was some close racing if I've ever seen it. Let's watch them here. Down the front stretch, across the line. Yep, Christensen by a nose hair. As we tune back in live to your top 3, these guys put on a heck of a performance. Great showing here for all of your top 3, especially, and all of your competitors here tonight. What a race here at the Big E, Matt. That was absolutely fantastic, especially the finish there for second between Christensen and Clifton.
Yeah, man, couldn't ask for a better race to come back to like that. As far as me coming back in the broadcast booth here, so good job by these guys tonight. Great racing.
Absolutely, Murphy your winner by about a second and a half, and then Christensen and Clifton by a nose hair 2 and 3. Vining 4, Rutherford 5th, Colton Martin 6th, Pete Dillon 7th. Then it's David Gross, Alan Carter, Michael Hall rounding out the top 10. Aaron Thompson finishes 11th. Nathan Wenzel 12th. Brian Toller 13th. Dylan Sale 14th. Nicholas Priest 15th. Danny Brown 16th. 17th to Tyler McWhirter. And 18th goes to Isaac Castillo. And I guess without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into tonight's top 3 interviews. First, we'll bring into the booth tonight's winner. I said it a moment ago. He came in to be the dirt track ringer, and he finally was able to get the mission accomplished. It's James Murphy, driver of the number 65 car. James, welcome in. I know we've spoken to you a few times so far, but never as a winner here with the series. Absolutely extraordinary night from your part there. How does it feel to finally get that monkey off your back?
Yeah, I feel pretty good. I've been good at dirt tracks, but I threw them away trying to take the back row challenge.
Well, continue.
I've been doing pretty good this season. So, I mean, I messed up last week by not qualifying, but I've been feeling pretty good about the championship this year.
Absolutely, yeah. You put yourself in a really, really good position for that as we continue on with the season here. But yeah, you were talking about those back row challenges last season that you kept taking at every dirt track. You don't have that option here tonight, and it comes out utter domination, lead all 60 laps. But James, that's enough for the dirt right now as we head back racing on the asphalt next week. And with the asphalt stuff, are you still trying to learn as we go every single week here? Because we got some road courses coming up, a lot of stuff that might be out of your area of expertise. But how do you plan on really continuing this sort of great run you've had so far this season?
Yeah, I've been practicing a little bit, and I've learned how to keep my tires towards the end of the race. That's a big struggle for me last year. I kept using my tires up at the beginning of the race. I haven't done very much asphalt racing, so.
Well, it's about time to get back to it. But before we let you go here tonight, celebrate this win here at Eldora. James, go ahead, thank everybody on the car. Anybody that you would like to give some love for this first win with the SOAR Street Stocks.
Yeah, I'd like to thank y'all guys for coming and broadcasting every week, and MacD Racing Partners.
Absolutely. Well, James, once again, congratulations, buddy. We look forward to seeing you as the season rolls on.
Yes, sir.
So that was our good buddy, Mr. James Murphy, a winner here tonight at the Eldora Speedway. Next, we'll bring up into the booth second place finisher by a nose hair, if that, Mr. Reed Christensen here, driver of the number 30 car. Reed, how about that finish? I believe that's about as close as it gets, is it not?
Yeah, that one it came down right to the line there. We were pretty strong most of the night, and when the track goes to the top like that, I always struggle here, and I'm a bottom feeder for sure when it comes to the dirt stuff, but I was just trying to hold on and find a good place to ride, and we were all just racing real hard there at the end.
Absolutely. We're a really good testament to see the durability of these guys, not only racing like heck last 2 weeks over on the asphalt stuff, especially here tonight on the dirt, and you pull out your best finish of the season so far here. And man, it only feels it's due, man. It only feels in due time that we'll find you back in the winner's circle here.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like I can't catch a break. It's like we got a good run going, and computer freezes up or something happens, and I end up in the back. But I was really happy with how tonight went, and I want to take a second and thank you guys for doing these broadcasts and helping support the league, along with Southeast Performance. They put up some money to sponsor some of these races, and so did Elliott Vining. So if it wasn't for these guys and the crew for coming out and supporting all these races, we wouldn't be doing it. But we had a lot of entries this season, so we're looking forward to a great year.
Absolutely, Reed. Well, congratulations on this second place run here. Hickory Motor Speedway up next. So we look forward to seeing what that number 30 has for us in store that night.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys.
So there is your top two. Let's have a word now with third place finisher Jeff Clifton. I just brought it up with Reed. Jeff, that was about as close as it gets. I've probably seen closer, but I can't remember it. But man, that was a tremendous run there between you and Reed both there right at the end. But overall, dude, this race, fantastic all around. That one machine, you had it jucking and jiving all over the speedway, able to avoid most, if not all, contact, and you bring her home in one piece and get a podium out of it as well.
Yeah, man. I don't race dirt very often, so I was kind of out of my element here tonight. And I didn't get any practice time tonight. I think I might have gotten in just before qualifying started. So I put down my couple laps, and then I used the rest of the qualifying session to get some practice laps in. But I was lucky enough to qualify a little bit towards the front and just try to stay out of everybody's way. They're towards the end. At dirt tracks, I've seen on broadcasts, those last few laps get pretty hectic, even in the professional races. So I was just trying to keep it up, try and get another top 5. But I mean, that race to the finish line, that was pretty close. I thought I had him. I don't know what the time was, but it had to be like within the thousandths.
Let's see here. So officially, I believe, let's see, .002. So it was
probably about as close as you can get.
It's about as close as it gets. I'll admit that. That one machine looking good all night long brings you home in the 3rd spot. We had back asphalt racing next Tuesday night, Hickory Motor Speedway. How are you feeling as we head over there? Obviously, a lot different than this place, but a place that might be right up your wheelhouse.
A lot different, but also maybe kind of the same. It's a little tiny bull ring.
Yeah.
I actually grew up probably about 20 minutes away from Hickory. I've been there a few times. The racing's always good. Being that it's such a small track, it's going to be another one of those things where you're just going to have to try to stay out of trouble. I don't know what my speed is going to look like there, but I'm really shooting for another top 5 if I can. Just trying to keep the points up each race, and we'll see what happens.
Absolutely, Jeff. Well, before we let you go here tonight, anybody you want to thank there, any sponsors on that one machine for helping you get into the top 3 here with us?
Oh, yeah, sure. We got to thank Talking Dirt TV. You guys, I love watching your broadcasts. Everything's clear, concise, and you guys handle the action well, and you keep up on everybody. It's fun to watch them. I love to go back and watch broadcasts after I finish races. Sometimes if I'm on broadcast, I can pick out, something that maybe I did wrong, or like I can try to improve on some of my mistakes or some of my sloppiness if I notice anything. And got to thank Reed and Elliot and all those guys that do the admin work for this league. They put a lot of hard work in. I've run a league myself, so I know how. What's the word? I'm trying to think of a word.
Let's go with difficult.
Friendly.
Let's keep it.
Yeah.
Let's just go with difficult.
Yeah, just trying to keep it as family friendly as possible. It's a real pain, especially when you have a large group, and a lot of people, especially like after a race like tonight. There's a lot of hot heads, so it's hard to manage sometimes. So got to thank those guys for all the work that they do.
Absolutely, Jeff. Well, once again, congrats on this top 3. You keep building those nice points nights, and we'll definitely be talking to you in the later season. But for now, good luck next Tuesday as we head to Hickory.
Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
So that was your top 3, ladies and gentlemen. Matt, any closing comments, concerns, anything? What a night for you to return finally to TDTV, an instant classic here at the Big E Eldora Speedway.
Yeah, man, great race by all these guys tonight. I'm very impressed with how, well they were able to race and keep it clean for the most part and entertaining. So, looking forward to a somewhat local track next week.
Absolutely, yeah. Hickory just right up the road from both of us, about a 2.5-hour drive. I was actually in Hickory not too long ago at the Cars Racing Show, so really excited to take that virtual drive up to the Hickory Motor Speedway next Tuesday night. Then, of course, we'll be at Watkins Glen here in 2 weeks, Southern National on the 21st of March, and then to round out the March slate for this schedule, it'll be Sobo, old South Boston, a place that you and I got a little bit of practice on the other night. A really technical, difficult track, so looking forward to that one at the end of March. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, you can find us on Facebook, facebook.com/Talking Dirt. You can follow Matt, his racing page on Facebook as well. He's going to try and get that one back running as he starts to race in this 2023 season. That is Matt Pridgeon Racing on Facebook. You can follow us on TikTok as well at Talking Dirt. So, for Matt Pridgeon, I've been Ryan Williams. Once again, James Murphy is your winner here tonight at the Eldora Speedway with the Southern Outlaw Auto Racing Association Street Stocks. And until next week, we bid you adieu. We'll see you at Hickory.